Hey, back again, y'all. It's Dim G here with a new update. Well, basically a new tank. This is what I've got. It's a 40-gallon breeder, built by Hagen. You can see right there. And I've got a do-it-yourself stand. Sorry for the lighting, guys. Kind of dark in here. And got my light. Bought it on eBay. It's a 6-bulb T5 high output fixture. Right now I'm running 2 actinics and 1 full day spectrum and the LEDs. It's 239 watts total. That's about 6.5 watts per gallon for this 35-40 gallon tank. Not quite sure the specs. I've got about 35 pounds of live rock altogether. This piece right here is a nice 18 pounds itself. Very nice porous piece of lace rock, as you can see. And I got this, picked up, this was base. Picked up this was all live. I bought that, about 7 pounds. And then these pieces were live too, coming out of my nano tank. Those pieces there, and then some of these pieces in here. Go over here, show you a side view. Right now I got 2 damsels in there, one there. New York Stilo. If you're watching this, if you do catch to see this, I've subscribed to your channel. I love your videos, by the way. A lot of inspiration comes from you, and I wanted to show you this. This is what I've got going. For water flow right now, I've got a Marineland 900 right there, set up in that corner as a power head, and I've got a Top Fin 30 right there in that corner, and then I've got a hang-on back Marineland 200 with a bag of filter floss in there. I clean that out every 2 weeks just for oxygen and gas exchange on the top of the water surface there. Since I've transferred these corals over, they've done amazing. This frog spawn here has just gone insane. My green star polyp frag is doing okay. He's gone through some rough times, but he's doing better now. And my mushrooms right there, just loving it. I got a couple of zoas on there as well, as you can see. 1, 2 fuzzy mushroom there, and a few more on the back side. I've got a bunch of hermits, a couple there, one back there, one there. Then there's this guy. He loves to play and hide, Mr. Peppermint Shrimp. Now, New York Stilo, if you can comment on this and give me a tip, I have a question for you. I want to set up a sump, and I'll show you what I've got right here. This is a new project of mine. I'm going to be using this Rubbermaid container. It's really hard plastic, so it's not going to be moving at all. I've got this is going to be silicone. This is going to be my intake. This right here. This is going to be siliconed in right there. It's going to be going in an inlet, filter socket in there, and these are my baffles, right? This is a gallon water container of distilled water I bought from the store for my top-offs. I've cut baffles in at 7.5 inches up into the bottle for the water to flow out, and I'm going to be putting a hang-on back filter on this piece of container as well for water flow in here. I'm going to be using this as a refugium. With no sand, I'm going to be using a lot of live rock and some Cheeto, and this is going to be my sump return, and this is where my return pump goes. I have this pump right here. It's just a small one. It's about 300 gallons per hour right now. I bought it off eBay for like $12. It works pretty decent. It gives me a total flow at 3 feet of about 142 gallons per hour, which is not strong enough. I'm going to be putting this in the refugium as well to create water movement. I ordered a 500 gallon per hour pump to create up for that loss to give me about 300 gallons per hour of movement. This is what I've built to create my siphon. This is my overflow right here. Water level is going to be here. Now, I want to use some PVC cement. I believe that's what it's called. I'm not sure what to use for that. And then that's 3/4 inch PVC, so that'll give me a rate of about 300 gallons per hour flow, maybe a little bit more. Then my return is 1/2 inch with a 3/4 inch conversion tube to go into my tank. Now, do you think this will work, or should I invest in an overflow box? I really want to create a refugium for, I'm a really big do-it-yourself guy, right, as you can see, and I want to save as much bucks as possible. Any tips on this would be really greatly appreciated. I've watched your videos on how to set up a sump refugium and all that kind of stuff, and I've really got a lot of inspiration from it, and I want to set something up very simple. This is how I'm planning on doing it, and if it will work, I'd love for anybody to be able to tell me what it's going to be able to do for me. I'm going to have about 3 feet ahead. It's going to be sitting underneath there, right about there. I'm going to have my overflow in there, and then the other one over there, the return, I should say. And will I be able to keep SPS and NEMS, anemones, under 239 watt T5A high output light? That's what I'm curious about. Thanks for watching.